In your 50s, can you make changes? You absolutely can make changes because I've made changes. And I'm just an ordinary person. What I was 10 years ago to what I am now, even what I was 2 years ago, is very different. I'm now healthier and stronger than I ever was. But the changes aren't isolated just to health. Looking back 10 years ago, I was and still am a consultant in the corporate world, but I was a single mum. I never exercised and I just ate what I considered yummy food just for fuel. In my late 40s, I ended up taking over and managing a meetup group that I had joined. And the meetup group was for over 40s and it was an activity based with over 500 members. The people I met and what I saw in that group changed my view on health. We did a lot of hiking, cycling. We had many different types of members, but the ones that were the strongest and the fittest tended to be over 60. And we had some that were over 70 that were mind blowing. I remember one event we'd organised and we went for a week cycling 400 kilometres from country town to country town. The strongest person on that was in his late 60s. And when we'd go out on hiking days, I would have to split the group up for the faster pace and the slower pace because the faster pace would get a little bit held up by the slower pace. And they were often more the older people, but they were ones that constantly move their bodies. And this, I realized the difference. You have to keep moving. So they really changed my mind on what my future could look like because I'd always thought you just naturally slowed down and got weaker. Today, I'm stronger than I've ever been, which all in all is probably not that impressive because I was never strong. But through intentional exercising, I now sit in the top 89% for my muscle mass. And I plan to continue increasing that. And that hasn't happened because of crazy amount of weightlifting. That's 2 times in the gym doing strength training. My cardio fitness is better than it's ever been. That's through constant weekly swimming sessions, and I'm now decided I'm going to try running. I'm studying fitness now because I want to understand it more. I've loved food all my life, but I started to realize that food is medicine and the right food will help lower the risk of diseases such as cancer, cardiovascular, dementia. So I studied and became a qualified nutritionist as well. That's totally out of interest, but it has changed my view on food. And now I understand what I'm putting into my body. The studies obviously were intentional. They didn't fall into my lap. They have taken work, but they have changed the way I view how I exercise and how I eat. Now, these have been done in my 50s. What has now happened is through that journey, I realized I don't want to do my job anymore either. I don't want to. I feel like I've done as much as I really want to do in helping law firms with their corporate litigation. I want to help people with their health. And that's what I see my new path. Not helping lawyers with their work, but helping people see that change is possible. I don't have a full roadmap and I don't know what that is fully going to look like. But I'm sure when I complete my next study, fitness with the nutrition and a focus on making change, doors will open. Now, my changes now have accelerated in the last 2 years. I'm consciously exercising a lot more than I ever did. My body and my life is changing dramatically. And it certainly hasn't been a quick change. They're choices that I make daily and weekly, but they've started to compound. And I'm actually keep surprising myself what I am capable of. And I'm a pretty ordinary person. So my changes are completely achievable for other people. I'm never going to be the fastest. I'm never going to be the strongest. And I'm never going to be the fittest. But I am healthier than I was a year ago. And I'm healthier than I was a month ago. And that's where you're trying to get it. Can you make changes? Yes, you can. I know now when you see other people make changes, you see that it's possible. If someone's done it, it's possible. I'd love to hear your story too. Make a comment. Tell me about your changes that you've done. My belief now is that strength isn't just about muscle, it's about a mindset of change. Please subscribe and join me on more videos and journeys.